Alright everybody, the cat's out of the bag, pun intended. The new 42 Freeman has just landed here in the Florida Keys. It's in Tavernier. We're gonna go try to put it in the boat ramp. It's kind of lower tide, so we couldn't use one ramp, but we're gonna go use Mango Marina. Jordan's giving us a ride up there. Sarah just popped a big old iguana. That'll be a separate video. But we have an emergency alert right here. Tornado warning until 3 o'clock. It's 2:38.
Which we never get.
It says take shelter in a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor. We ain't got no basements, and we got the other stuff, but we gotta go get the boat anyhow, so hopefully this tornado warning passes. Watch out for flying debris, it says. So we will see you here in a few minutes. Bishop transporting Riley Bishop there. He's dropping the boat off right now, and we'll be there in a few minutes, so we'll see you then. Yeah, this U-boat right here, hurricane. Oversized load. The new boat's here, you guys. That's the dream boat. We finally got it. We've had a few other ones, but the dream keeps getting bigger, no doubt about it. All right, we gotta get this boat in. There's tornadoes warning, tons of rain right now. Here we go. The rain is subsiding a little bit. There's a few drops in the camera, sorry about that, but here she is. The 42 Freeman LR. Holy smokes. Time to get this bad boy in the water. There's Sarah next to it for some size comparison. There you go.
We got plenty of water. It's just going to be a skinny ramp.
Okay, that was the drive.
Awesome.
That's Riley Bishop. He got the boat here safely. Chris, correct?
Yep.
I'm getting bad with names the older I get. That's Chris. He's going to help guide us in there. Jordan drove us up here.
I'm here.
And I will be honest with you, I never thought I'd have a boat like this. But things are doing all right. So all the way down from South Carolina. Big shout out and thanks to everybody up there at Freeman that works up there and put this bad boy together, and everybody answering the phone calls and that up there too. And we're gonna do a walkthrough video of this as well, so we'll show you the whole thing. These are the new Yamahas. I haven't seen them yet run. I haven't been on a boat with the new ones, so excited to see those too. Electronic steering built in. We get to see how good he is with the trailer. We made it all the way this far. Just gotta go a little bit further, about 150 yards down to that ramp. Big? Yeah, big. Sarah's been on the new boat before me. I haven't been on it yet. Now Scott, I hope you put some fuel in here so I can get home. More than 12 gallons this time. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze. So we're up at Mango Marina. There's not a lot of options to put a big boat like this in the Keys comfortably. Well, not a lot of big ramps, but he's making it in there. Almost like he drove a trailer once or twice before. And that's our tower right there. There we go. That'll go up top there.
It just says steering malfunction.
She said there's no steering.
Shift to neutral.
No steering.
Forward and reverse to steer. No.
What?
It says use forward and reverse to steer. Shift to neutral.
All right, let's see. The motors ain't turning.
We call Scott.
I mean, if you flip the breakers all on and off again, maybe, but...
Let's power up and power down.
Shift to neutral. Maybe the power's not in neutral? Yeah, I see.
Neutral in order to go up there.
Oh,
There we go. There we go.
Have steering.
Restart
Oh,
system.
it's got restarted a second.
Restart system.
There you go.
Didn't like me doing it.
All right, let's get this thing going. And
Choice master.
I don't know if we're gonna do the walkthrough today. It's all stormy and rainy. If we're gonna do it tomorrow, but we're gonna show you this boat. We're off the trailer. I thought I had the camera on. The camera was not on. It was off, but we are floating. Here we go. The new Broad-Minded is here.
Wow, that's a giant screen.
These are our big giant Simrads, y'all.
Said you can watch Finding Nemo? Oh my gosh, huge.
Yeah.
That's insane.
This big.
I like it.
There we go. I've never been to this marina before, so I'm not super familiar with it, but we're gonna go over here on that side, and we're gonna go, Riley's gonna help us put the tower up. We're gonna fold it up, so we should be good to go. So we're bringing this tower in piece by piece. Jordan's volunteered to help me out.
Didn't have a choice. No choice.
No choice. It's on. That's the top. We're gonna bolt this sucker together now.
So someone will basically be designated just holding that.
You want to stand on that side and I'll be on this side?
Tower's going up, guys. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. We're getting closer, guys. Jordan left. Thank you for the help, Jordan. Big old radar sweep going on this one, you guys. This thing should be able to mark a bird from 5 miles away. And we start doing some Bahamas trips, and hopefully we'll be marking those yellowfin tuna birds. This piece you think would be heavy, but it ain't that heavy, luckily. Is it in? That's it?
It's in.
It's easier than the tower.
We will see you guys on the ride home here momentarily. All right, Riley, thank you for delivering the boat. Great
Absolutely.
job. Appreciate the help.
No
Highly
problem at all.
recommended. We got a YouTube fan here. You're gonna make a cameo. What's your name?
My name's Derek.
Derek?
Yeah.
Derek Stan Haley's checking in. First YouTube fan to see the new boat, so here we go. We're gonna get a picture. There we go. And she didn't break her leg on the boat, just so you guys know. Not on this boat, so. It is hot today, you guys.
We're gonna have some air conditioner.
But we're about to be running. We got no curtains up, so we'll have plenty of flow. Leaving Mangrove Marina here, though. The boat ramp worked out perfect, so glad we called them to get in here. And we are gonna run through the bay there and just show you a little bit of boat running. And then tomorrow we'll probably take the boat out and we'll do a full walkthrough of it and just show you everything. And here we go. So I'm super excited it's here. Dream come true, no doubt about it. Got a fresh pair of Marsh tackies down there. New Rickers going up here as well. Those motors have the integrated electric steering there, so super smooth. First time I've actually ever used them. Happy to see that. That's Sassy's seat, and that's my seat. And I know last time we did this walkthrough on the 2019 Freeman that we got, the 37, and we only got to go on a few family trips on the boat. I wound up working all the time, but we're finally getting to the point with YouTube and with the brand now, we're gonna do more trips on our own, and have some fun with it, do some trips. Definitely going to the Bahamas, so hopefully we'll get over there real soon. Start enjoying it, and fishing, we got a few other things in the plans in the works, so. And we're off, guys. Boat jumped right up on plane. We're gonna run back to Bud and Mary's, and we'll do a nice tour of the boat there. We'll show you a little bit now, though. Welcome to the new Broad-Minded. Like I said, this is my dream boat. Honestly, I probably never thought I'd have one of these, but here we are. So thank you for watching the videos. Thanks for buying merch. Thanks for fishing with me and all that good stuff. Thanks for buying boats, everything the last 10, 15 years. But I want to take you through the boat. I'm going to show you from the bow all the way to the stern, up in the tower, every hatch, every hole, in the console. Let's go check it out, guys. Let's start at the bow on this 42 Freeman. Brand new. We got it a few weeks ago. We actually already did a Bahamas trip. All those videos will be coming out after this. But I wanted to reshoot the video because I wasn't happy with the first one. So up in the front, we got 2 hatches. You can usually store your anchor up here. You can put sea anchors up here. Both sides here. Check it out though. Plenty of space. You can also access the back of your subs in there, your speakers. We got a killer jail audio system on the boat. That's how you get to the back of them. Working our way down here. We got 2 more deck hatches. We always keep a couple easy riders on the boat too. A couple bean bags for traveling. If you guys don't have some, you should get some. They're very comfortable. So we got 2 subs up here, and those are big. Those are 12-inch subs, I believe. And we got some 8x8s right there. Best sound system I've ever heard. In here, we got our life jackets. Got some spare dock lines in here too. That's actually a tail rope for swordfish in case we get a big swordfish. We got a few small ones so far in the boat. We haven't got the big one yet, but he's coming, I know that, because we ain't gonna stop till we get him. But same thing on both sides. More life jackets over here. Got our name written on them. Got the lights on, the whistles, and all that good stuff. Moving back a little bit further, we've got the same on both sides here. 2 more hatches, and this boat's 5 feet bigger than the 37, obviously. So we do have more storage, but it's laid out a little bit different. This is insulated. You can use that as another fish box. We put our dive gear in here recently to the Bahamas, so another great storage area. Whatever you want to put in there, you can. I mean, we had fenders in there on one side, we had dive gear on the other. Has a drain there, so it does drain out the hull there. And if the boat's full of fuel, the water actually will come up there if you don't have the seacock shut off. So there's that there. It is the same on the other side. This groove right here that you guys see, you can actually get a fold down seat here where the seat folds up and tucks in. I didn't want that. This is a fishing boat for me, so I did not want the seat that folds down from there. But that's what that space is for. That's why there's no rod holders up here, because if you ever want to put the seat in there, obviously you don't want the rod holders underneath the gunnel. Have the same big coffin box. The old 37 had the 42 coffin box as well. But got rod racks on both sides. Open this up. We've already got fish in here, so we've been sword fishing. I mean, that bait right there, that had a bite from a swordfish right there. I don't know if we caught him or not yesterday, but we got some fresh ones in here too. Look at that bonita belly right there. So the coffin box holds ace very well. That's a bonita strip there. We got a barracuda in there too for bait, and we're fishing tomorrow, so that's that. The other side, we don't have anything in it. You could use it for a fish box too, but in the Keys, we catch swordfish would be big, but usually blackfin tuna, kingfish, a wahoo or 2, snappers, one side is plenty big enough. So if you were somewhere like Louisiana, you're catching a bunch of big yellowfins, or maybe up in the Northeast, you might want to use both sides for the fish box, but we don't need that here on average, So let's move back here to the next hatch. This is a big hatch. This is the biggest hatch on the boat for storage. We got our big fish bag in there, and I can crawl in here. I mean, you can see it's big. So we got our fish bag in here. We got some cases of water. We got our life raft in there, just in case. I don't think we'll ever need to use it, but better to be safe than sorry. So in here, this is how you access your drain for your fish box. The coffin box has a drain on both sides. Say you want to make a brine, you want to have water and ice in there. You shut the seacock off in here. That'll keep water in here. But if you're running and it's rough and you don't want a lot of water in there because it really beats the fish up, drain it out. So both sides, you have a drain on both sides there. This hatch right here, you can pull this off. And that's how you access the drain on the forward storage hatch. You can see your fitting in here, all your plumbing. You want to know where everything is on the boat. So double hose clamp for safety. You can see your sponson in there. The bilge is dry, so that's good. There's no water in it. You can see the foam insulation in there, so that box is insulated in there pretty well, which is good. So that way if you put ice in it, it'll last for a few days. And let's keep on moving through here. We'll keep on moving back. We got our clips up here, so we got our chamois up there. You can put gaffs, you can put spears in there, harpoons in the back, so very nice. And that keeps everything just from rubbing against the gel coat there and scratching everything up. This is our fresh water tank. You can see it right there. Now this boat has 2 20-gallon fresh water tanks. My old boat only had one smaller one, so if you dive, you like to swim, you got more. You can also get bigger ones too, but 40 gallons of fresh water is plenty. But we got swordfish leads in here, got some more fishing tackle. You also got another bilge access down here. We got some fishing line there. We got a throw ring in there for safety. That hatch there, you can access your bilge pump down right there in the sponson. So that'd be your bilge pump and your float switch and all that. One main difference you notice on this boat is the seating. We got double row seating on here. That's probably one of the best things about it. I got 2 captain's chairs up here, and we got 3 seats behind that. So we got 5 seats facing forward. The old 37 just had a bench seat where you could squeeze 3. If someone was big or large, it was tough to get 3 in there. But that's what I really like about this. You can swivel and turn these chairs as well, all the Brock seats. Got your little pin right here. You can flip that, open like that, loosen this up. And you may ask why you want to swivel it. Say you're a swordfish and you're looking out at the side of the boat at the rod tip all day, which I do most of my charters. I can turn the captain's chair, angle it like that. That way you're not sitting there with your neck turned the whole time. So beautiful just like that. We're going to tighten this thing back up, lock it back in place. It's good to go. 5 seats like that. more speakers up here. We'll come back into the console in a few minutes. Let's keep going through some of this other stuff though. So moving back from there, we got storage on both sides. We got tackle trays on that side over here. We got drawers, got some knives in there, got some fishing line, got a chamois, couple small drawers on the top, a couple bigger drawers on the bottom. Mostly fishing tackle for us though. So there you go. Moving on back some more, let's check this hatch out. Now this is a live well, 70 gallons I believe. I may be mistaken, maybe it's 80 or 90, but I know it's a minimum of 70 gallons. So we got that here. And we have the whole Hooker sea chest system in here. So we got 3 big Hooker electric pumps. You can control the flow and all that. This is your bilge access in the back. We got the harpoon stored underneath here, couple clips, got a little measuring tape there. We got our logo. Moving back here now, this is where the stuff gets good. Let's check this on out in here. Got a bucket in here with some little bit of soap, a little bit of bleach in there, a couple live well nets. These live wells here, they have a suction pump to remove all the water out of it. My old boat on the 37, you had to run the water out, keep the seacock open. When you were done running, you could shut it. Just because that live well is below the water line, so if you keep the seacock open, water constantly flows in and out of there, which isn't the end of the world, but if you want it dry and clean, you got to keep that off. So in here, if you can check this out, we got access. We got 2 fuel filters, 1 for each motor. For the Yamaha 300s, you got your fuel tank selector switches. These are both running off the starboard tank right here. Now you got your pickups and all that and returns. This controls it if you want to be on the drain or if you want to be on the suction pump right up here to remove all the water out of the live well. Another top drain on the seacock right there. Shut that on and off this way. Let's see, there you go, just like that. That's the live well overflow. That's how you control how much water you want in there. If you want it filled to the top, if you want it halfway down or whatever. Looking further in here, I'll let you take a peek. You can see the back. We got a bilge in there. You got a float switch. You got your saltwater washdown pump. So go check that out in there too. Back here in the corner on both sides, we got more boxes. I use these as bait boxes. We put our swordfish bait in here during the day, you know, squid, ballyhoo, dolphin bellies, whatever, you know, mahi bait in these sides. Also, I'll use it as another cooler. If those coolers are full of drinks, I'll make one of these a little cooler. And it's good for the day. The ice lasts about a day in there. We got 3 rod racks in the back. This one holds 3 rods on the side, as does that one over there. The center rod rack holds 5 rods. And you're looking at the 300 Yamahas back there, the new cowlings, the new motors. Super happy with them so far. We got about 60 hours on them. In the center here, we got 2 more live wells. And these are all pressurized, so you can seal them, you can adjust the flow on them if you want it. A lot of times you want to have your live wells filled to the very top, even overflowing a little bit, to keep your bait from sloshing around. If you leave a big space in there and the water sloshing around, it'll beat your bait up. So a fine line between adjusting the flow of the live well and the drains to get it just how you want it. But I believe these are 70 gallons each, so 2 more big live wells there. All we got in it now is a swordfish buoy and a Coke bottle. Moving on over here, this is the Hooker sea chest system in here, so check this out. We got 3 pumps in here. You got a 4500, then we got a pair of 2500s, and then it can run all the live wells here. We have 4 live wells to run, but you can adjust the manifold to control what pump you want going where and how much water you want going there, and you can manipulate it that way. Also have our fuel selector switches on this side, both on the port side obviously because that's what we want to run on. But if you want to run off 1 tank for any reason, you could do that too. Fuel filters, in the back you got your bilge pump and all that. This sea chest here from Hooker is fed. We got 2 seacocks open up there, what feeds the pump box there. And this is a pump box that keeps water in there, reduces the amount of air that goes through your pumps into your live wells. So underneath here is another live well. I just got some of the fenders in here now, but you can smell them. It smells brand new. It smells funny though. It smells like a brand new rubber fender. Back here we got double drink boxes and food coolers. Open this on up here. And now this is different too. These ones open up this way. My old boat, they open up the other way from the front. These open up from the back. Got some M&Ms in there, fun size. Got some water, some Pepsis. One side's a little bit bigger than the other, so this is a little bit bigger side here. Same over here, another drink box. Cold water in here. Got the backrest. And we went with like, I believe this is called Mist here. It's a light gray, just because I didn't want dark seats, because the dark seats get really hot in the sun, and nobody really likes to sit down on a really hot seat. So let's keep working our way up here. Actually, check this out too while we're here. This right here is a sonar screen, which we never had on my old boat. So we have a rear-facing display. We can turn this on right here. That way, if you're fishing here, you want to see what you're marking, you're back here, you don't have to look up there. You know, you can sit right here. You got people here that can look at it, and that's the Simrad back there powering up. So we got the sonar on now. You can see that rear display, and just something nice to have so you don't have to go up to the front. You're back here sitting, you can look if you're marking fish, know where to place your bait and all that. And you know, if people want to know how far you are to the spot, they can look at the screen there and see how far they got to go, so you don't have to keep asking them. We just marked some fish down there too. Alrighty, let's keep moving forward, you guys. And at the very end, we're going to go up to the tower and check that out. So this is actually another storage hatch here. Let's check this out. We got another jail audio sub there. The sound system is absolutely amazing on this boat, but here's most of our tackle boxes in here. Got some jigs in there. We got hooks in there. All sorts of good stuff. Got some lures, you know. And this is just nice and organized way to keep all your tackle, whatnot. Got some big old swordfish hooks right there. Plenty of storage space, and everything's nice and new and clean right now. The more we use the boat, the dirtier it's going to get, but it's a fishing boat. That's why we got it. So underneath the seats up here, another little storage area right here. Open this up. Got some electronic stuff in here. You can see the hose in there for the fresh water. That's actually one thing I missed, which I'll show you that real quick. There's a fresh water tank, and the hose is right there. The tank was up there, but the hose for it, the feed for it's right over here on the side. So more storage in here if you had to put anything in there, but also some of the electronic stuff like the lights and all that are right here. Let me show you where the fresh water hose is too. I forgot this, guys. On the side here, here's one of your fresh water hoses. On the 37, the hose was like that as well. This hose is on a reel in there, so it wants to suck in now. If you want to lock it, you pull it to stop it. You don't want to just jam the hose in there if it's not winding up on the wheel, because it'll loop around itself. So one trick is with these, pull it, you'll hear it click, wheel activates, sucks it right in there. That's one water tank on this side. The other fresh water tank, it has its own hose over here, which is a little bit different because the 37 did not have that. So it has a full hose right here, and this is fresh water. That side has two saltwater washdown hoses, which we walked by as well. To fill up your water tank, so you got your fill right by your feet right there. So got one there, one water fill right there, and all that. So while we're up here at the console, let's go over this. Let me get a drink, I'm getting parched. Everybody wants to know what electronics we got. We got a pair of 24-inch Simrads. They are massive, they're like TV screens, but they're gorgeous, they work great. We got two different sounders on here. We got Airmar transducers, and we got a 599 3kW, which is great for, you know, sword fishing out deep. And we also have a B175 high wide, which we'll use in shallow water. So got two transducers, that marks great. Got everything in here for our chart plotters. So, I mean, we're right by Alligator Reef right now. You can see Alligator Reef right there in the fabulous Florida Keys. The switches up here, a little bit different on this one compared to the old boat. But you got all your switches here to turn everything on, bilge pumps, live wells, all that. The autopilot is different on these new 300 Yamahas. The autopilot's right here, and it's not through the Simrads. My old motors, it was through the Simrad system. This is through the steering and the Yamaha, the engines themselves. So you got heading hold, course hold, all that. Throttles are different. They're a lot more sensitive, so you have to be careful doing that. We got our Hooker electric pumps over here. This controls the flow of them. So if you want a little bit of water, you know, just turn on a little bit. If you want a lot of water, put that thing full blast, and how much water you want in those tanks, you can control the flow. Got our JL audio head unit right there, the Media Master. That's one of the newer ones. Loving it so far, so we've had the boat a while. Custom made, and they can custom make and put any logo in there you want. You know, they've even made an oatmeal bowl holder for me, so that's where the oatmeal bowl goes in the morning. The isinglass on this boat is gorgeous, super clear and crisp. And we got the wings too, so if you want to put the wings up and stay dry, especially because we're going to start trying to do more Bahamas trips, you can snap your wings on right here and run them down the sides too. I never had them on the 37, and for a center console, the Freemans are very dry, but if it's still blowing 15 to 20 knots, you can get some spray in any boat, put them on up. So let's work our way up here a little bit more. This hatch is pretty much the same as the other ones. On the other side, we just got a couple of baskets of harpoon rope in here. But what I want to show you in here, I want to show you the transducer, because this is where the big old 599 is mounted. And the 599 is an impressive unit. We got our swim ladder here, which you can keep on the back of the boat as well. That's our 599 transducer, 3 kilowatt from Airmar. And that's what we use sword fishing, and marks the bottom really good out deep. So if you're getting one of these boats or any boat, definitely consider that one. Next hatch up here, same as the other side. Big old hatch, and this one's empty, so that kind of gives you an idea how big it is. Now, you could lay down in here. People actually put like little bunks and stuff in here, and you can have that all custom done. I mean, I'm not gonna lay down here and take a nap, but you could if you wanted to. Actually, I might do it since I'm in here. But same thing, you can access that hatch in there. Now, I will say the old boat, the hatch was about 9 feet long because you could put an 8-foot gaff in there underneath it. This is not, this is probably about 7 feet long, maybe 6.5, 7 feet maybe at an angle. So you can't put an 8-foot gaff in here, so that is one drawback. But plenty big enough, you can put bean bags in here, storage in here, water, drinks, whatever you want. So, and the boat was killer. We went to the Bahamas, plenty of room for luggage and all that good stuff. Let's keep moving, guys. This is the other side of the coffin box, just to show you it. Got a little bit of rain gear in here. Got a little canvas shade for the top. Got some water in there. And that's just where you put people's bags every day. When we go on fishing charters, you bring a little bag, a suitcase, not a suitcase, but a backpack or whatever. Usually we stick them in there each day. And this hatch here, got a couple of scrub brushes in it, just to put underneath it, but same thing as the other side. Got some cast nets, got some scrub brushes, and that's that. So let's move into the console. I want to show you that. Now this console is quite a bit bigger than the 37. And one thing I got that you guys are really going to like, everyone always asked about it. Everyone's favorite, we got a super nice head in here on this one. You guys wanted it, I got it for you. So beautiful head there. But the best thing about this head is you can remove it. If you don't want to use it, you take it out. If you want to use it, you put it back in. No plumbing, no nothing to leak, nothing to clog. That's good, no chasing red rats. So let's check the inside out here. Got your battery switches, all that stuff. All your fuses, the whole thing. A couple placards up there, we got our light. Let's check the inside out. The wiring is impressive. Here's how you access the back of the console area. This whole hatch comes off, so that's nice. Take that whole hatch off there. We got 6 batteries, like I said. You got a battery for each motor, then you got 2 house batteries. We got our Simrad, our sonar unit in there, our S5100. Everything is super nice and organized and clean. They do a great job of that, all the wiring, and it's absolutely beautiful in there. Very organized. So we got our batteries, we got all your back of your electronics, all that good stuff in there. Up here you got another access hatch. Open it up and get to the back of your electronics pretty easy there. And the Simrads, you got your battery charger, all that good stuff, and get to access it just like that. Got your JL, got all. So this boat, like I said, the sound system on here with that JL sound system, it is amazing. And it has 5 amps on it, so it really sounds good and clear and crisp. We got a lot of rod holders on here, and everyone was asking like, oh, aren't those rod holders too low? You'll hit your head on it. When the rods are in here and the reels are up here, the way the seats are, you guys, unless you're 7 foot tall, you're not gonna hit your head on here. You'd be 6 foot tall, 6'4" or 5. The rods sit plenty high enough, so they've thought about it and it works well. So let's go up to the tower, let's check that out, and we'll show you everything up here. We're in the tower now. We've got our steering up here, got your motors, start stop switches, got our throttles, got another Simrad unit up here. And that way, if you're up here, you know how deep you are, you know where you're going. You see a spot and you want to mark it, you can mark it from up here. Super comfortable seat up here. This is a little bit wider than 37, so seat's a bit wider. You can easily get 2 people up here, and same color cushions and all that. And this tower, it's trailerable. You can fold it down, you can take the buggy top off. I showed you putting the screws in when we got the boat. And in here, this is like your radio box. Only problem is Scott forgot to put my radio in there, so what are we gonna do with him? It is what it is. We're gonna put one in there though. That way for tournaments, we're up here fishing, you can call it in. So nice and clean, all we gotta do is put a radio in there and it'll be good to go. So there's that. We're marking the bottom up here, you can see that. And this screen's plenty big enough if you wanna make half on a chart plotter, half on the sonar. You can do it just like that, and there you go. So another NSS Evo 3 right there. So we'll zoom in here and you can see all this stuff. Up front, you can see this radar is massive on here. That's the sweep on it. It's a big radar. That thing's 6 foot long, so you can mark birds on it really well. You know, storms, you can mark land way out. Got 2 radio antennas up here. We got a light bar in front of it as well. Up there, a rigid light bar. We got our outriggers up here too. Carbon fiber from Marsh Tacky. And we got 2 lines on them now. We got a long rigger and a short rigger, but you can actually rig them up with 3. So they got enough room for 3. We don't do a ton of trolling, we do a little bit, but we're hoping to start doing a lot more Bahamas trips. And if that's the case, we're gonna be trolling a lot more. So here, you know, we usually swordfish, so. But got those up there and they're strong. You can run 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. They don't break, so. We had them on the old boats, no issues with the riggers, so hard not to get them again. And that pretty much wraps it up. You got your running lights up here on the hardtop, your red and your green. You got an anchor light underneath here, canvas top up here. And the last thing to show you guys, just this little hatch on the console right there. That's where we put our keys in there. We got some hooks in there. So I just want to show you the cruise speed now. We got a little bit over half a tank of fuel in there, so we got around 420 gallons, maybe 430, somewhere right there. But a couple of things I forgot. The boat has ballast tanks, so if you want to add weight to the bow when you're running, especially into a head sea, there's 2 valves for that. I believe the tanks are 25 gallons each, so 50 gallons of water up there, which is like about 400 pounds, you know, right on the bow. This is where the ballast tanks are. In this hatch right here, you come in here, right underneath here, easy valve to grab. And on the 37, they're underneath the gunnel, but on here, they're underneath the side there, so that's where they're at. So you saw the boat when we first got it, you know, it was light, didn't have much fuel in it. Sarah and I, we got to 64 miles an hour. Obviously we got more fuel in it now, we got fishing tackle on it, we got some ice on it, so not quite as fast. The 37 was faster, but you know, I'm not looking for the top end speed. You know, 55, 60 miles an hour, that's still plenty fast enough. And it's usable speed. Only when it's slick calm can you go that fast, and there's a charter boat, so I still make my living primarily from charter fishing, and I want to show you that. So up here we got 2 radios. You got your Simrad radios, 1 on each side, and it's good because you can monitor 2 different channels. You got more switches there. As you can see, we got 6 more JL audio speakers in the hardtop right here. The sound system on this boat is absolutely amazing, you guys. So here we go. Let's jump up on plane and kind of show you what the fuel burn is and the cruise is and all that. So a little over half a tank, 2 people on the boat. Here we go. Right up on plane with those 300s. So right now we're getting 31.7 knots, you know, 36 miles an hour, getting 0.9 miles per gallon. So that's actually pretty good. You know, just a little under 1 mile per gallon. Say you want to run a little faster, and it's nothing to cruise at 40, you know, 40 miles an hour here, 45 miles an hour. We'll get up to about 4,000 RPMs. You're gonna burn a little more fuel, but what you sacrifice in fuel burn, you get in comfort. We got double row seating, a bigger boat, and it's more comfortable. So that's 40 miles an hour, you know, 35 and a half knots, getting 0.8 miles per gallon. So about 10 to 15% more than a 37. You can trim the motors up, we'll get a little more speed, and you know, we'll go a little bit faster, getting about 1 mile to 2 miles an hour right there. A lot of people run these motors at 4,000 RPMs, 4,200. We'll kind of show you what the speed does there. So we're at over 45 miles an hour, 46 miles an hour. Fuel burn does go down a little bit. You're getting 0.7, but we're doing over 40 knots, so 41 knots. We'll take it. The other boat, you know, it'd be a little bit better on fuel, but like I said, comfort for fuel burn. So there you go. I assume you guys want to see what full speed is with half a tank of fuel, a little bit over half a tank of fuel. We should get up over 50 knots right now. I took the hat off, so here we go. 48 knots and climbing, 49 knots, pushing 60 miles an hour, 50 knots right there, guys. So 58 and a half miles an hour, almost 59. Let's see if we get to 59. Just shy, so running over 50 knots right there, you guys. It's pretty quick. I don't have to go any faster than that. If you want to go faster, you need bigger motors. That wraps it up, you guys. That's the new 42 Freeman 2021. Hope you enjoyed the video, and You know, thanks for following along in the adventures. Remember, 150,000 subscriber giveaway. One of you guys is coming down here. We're gonna go fishing for a day. Sarah's either gonna take you lobster or stone crab, depending on the season. And you know, we'll hang out for a couple days. So we'll see you then. Hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. If you want any merch, check out the website, StanzFishing.com. And that's all we got for you. So thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys enjoyed the video.